Hello students, this is Mr. Subhas and I hope you all are well at your home and safe. Like a previous one, we are back again with another video focusing on an important topic of life processes. Students, as you know, in the previous video we have started the study about two life process in which firstly we have discussed about two criteria to decide whether something is alive, okay, or not. In this we have discussed how the criteria will decided for the living organisms. As you know, the most important criteria to decide whether something is alive is movement, and all living things move without the help of any external help. Some movements are easily visible, like the movement of body parts, okay, and the movement which are easily visible, it can be observed by us, and some movements cannot be observed by us. So we can say that the movement is the basic criteria to decide whether something is alive. After that, we have discussed about two life processes. Students, once again I am repeating here the definition of life process. In short, all living organisms need to perform some basic functions to maintain their life on the earth. So, we can say the life processes, these are important basic processes which are necessary to maintain the existence of life by the living animals. We have discussed previously four types of life processes. First one, that is nutrition, second respiration, then third transportation, and fourth one that we have discussed already, excretion. When we talk about to nutrition, so all you know, the process by which organism obtain and utilize the food is called nutrition. And after the taking of nutrition, these all organism perform their basic functions. Okay. Then the second one, that is respiration. Respiration means releasing energy from food by the oxidation of uh, food energy. Okay. In this process, what will happen? The glucose get oxidized with the help of oxygen, and later on it will produces the end product, that is CO2 and ATP energy. Then when we talk about to transportation, so first of all you understand the definition of transportation. Transportation, the process by which the food, oxygen, water, etc., okay, transferred to one part of body to another part of our body or living body is called transportation. Okay. Then last one, that is excretion, the process by which the waste products are removed by the living body. You can observe all the processes with the help of diagram. As you can observe here, the process of nutrition in human beings. Okay. Then in second condition, this is the process of respiration. Respiration and breathing both are interrelated, codependent on each other. Okay. Without the breathing, the process of respiration will not be performed. So here you can observe the process of respiration with the help of respiratory apparatus. Now the transportation process means circulatory system. It is the circulatory system of human beings in which the heart get pump out the blood and other fluid substances from one part to another part of body. You can say from heart to organs, then again organs to heart. Okay. And lastly, here the process of excretion represented with the help of excretory system. This is the diagram of excretory system. Both kidneys are looking over here. Okay. In which you can observe the filtration process will occurs, and at last the excretory product means urine will stored inside the urinary bladder. So these all are the four conditions of our life processes, and you have understood with the help of diagrammatic representation. Once again, welcome back to the nutrition. Students, nutrition, it is the process of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the various body parts. Okay, we have been already discussed about two mode of nutrition. When we talk about two mode of nutrition, so autotrophic and heterotrophic, these both are the basic modes of nutrition. Okay, in autotrophic nutrition, the organism prepare their own food by self. And what are the example for that? All green plants and some bacteria. Okay, because why some bacteria? Because autotrophic nutrition having two conditions. Okay, as you know, in autotrophic condition, first condition that is the photosynthetic, and second one that is chemosynthetic. So photosynthetic means light, photo means light, with the help of light means most of the green plants including blue green algae, that is cyanobacteria, they will perform their nutrition with the help of sunlight. In other hands, when we talk about two bacterial cell, these bacteria will perform their nutrition with the help of special chemical secretion. Okay, so autotrophic nutrition, it can be divided into two conditions, that is photosynthetic and chemosynthetic, that we have already discussed. Now you come to the second, heterotrophic nutrition, the nutrition in which an organism directly or indirectly, okay, obtain their food from other living organism. And what are the example for that? All living animals, some fungal categories, and bacteria also can be included in this. Okay, now the type of heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition can be divided into three types: saprophytic, parasitic, and last one that is holozoic. Okay, saprophytic, when living organism get their nutrition from the dead decaying organic matter. Okay, as you can observe in mushroom, bread mold, yeast, and bacteria, including with viruses also. Okay, now parasitic nutrition. What will happen in parasitic nutrition? The nutrition in which an organism get their nutrition from other organisms. Other organism means host organism, which will give the nutrition is considered as a host organism. Okay, so they will take their nutrition from the host without killing them. Okay, and the example for that, various type of endoparasites are there, exoparasites are there, and cuscuta in plant category. Okay, roundworm in our body, tapeworm, plasmodium, these all are the various example for that. Now you come to the last mode of heterotrophic nutrition, that is holozoic nutrition. Okay, the nutrition in which an organism get their nutrition in solid state and perform the 5 steps of nutrition. What are the 5 steps of nutrition? As you know already, we have been discussed. The 5 steps are commonly performed by the living organism which are performing the holozoic condition. Okay, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. Now you come to the conditions of living organisms. As you can observe over here, the process of saprophytic nutrition. This is the diagram of fungal species. In this condition, it will perform its nutrition by the dead decaying organic matter. Then you come to the second diagram. This is the diagram of cuscuta, thread-like structure which is wrapped around the plant body and absorb the food materials from green plant. Okay, then third condition, this is the structure of amoeba. Amoeba also perform holozoic nutrition, but it is amazing. You can confuse about this because that is very smaller in size, but you should keep in your mind amoeba is belonging from single celled eukaryotic, means cell will be single but it will be complete. Okay, so it will also perform the holozoic nutrition. Now in next condition we will discuss about nutrition, the process of nutrition in plants, how the process of nutrition in plant occurs. So as you know, the process of nutrition occurs with the help of photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process by which the green plants prepare food by using some raw materials. Raw materials means, what are the mean of raw materials over here? Means the basic materials which are necessary for photosynthesis. So CO2, carbon dioxide may be there, water, second raw material, then sunlight, third, and fourth, that is chlorophyll itself. These all four raw materials combine together to perform photosynthesis, and by this process the plant will perform their nutrition. During the photosynthesis, three basic events will take place. What are these? The first event that will be very common during the photosynthesis, what is this? Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Second, that is conversion of light energy into chemical energy and splitting of water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Then last, reduction of CO2 by hydrogen to form carbohydrate. So these all three processes are very common during the photosynthesis in green plants. As you can observe over here, there are four basic raw materials in photosynthesis. Light energy, it is, you can observe over here with the help of this, as you can see, light energy, it is gained by the sun, then CO2 from the atmosphere, okay, then water from the soil, chlorophyll itself, means plant also having green pigment already. So these all four components combine together to produce end product, that is oxygen and glucose. Okay, so students, in the next video we will discuss more about anatomical structure of leaf and how the leaf organize for the process of photosynthesis. Thank you.